and welcome to round 2 of the AV Championship Season 3. This is round 2, which will be taking place at the Red Bull Ring in Spielberg, Austria. This is the AV Championship, which means I'm a drunken gnome, and I will be guiding you through the race today. While we wait for the last few racers to join up for this race right now, a little bit of information. Concluding from Monday's race, we had some slight technical difficulties with Captain O'Reilly. It appeared his PlayStation was connected to a potato. This week I hope it's connected to the internet and we don't have any lagging problems from him finishing 5 laps behind again for some reason. So no potato connections, hopefully on the internet. Also to note, after Monday's race, we saw Reaper obviously slightly frustrated through the race, putting his car into the wall. I have since been informed that Reaper has now racing on the control pads. He is not on the wheel anymore, so I can conclude this is only due to his difficulties in that race. Unsure exactly to why he switched to the control pads. My only assumption is maybe based upon he was extremely quick on the wheel and wanted to obviously handicap himself a little bit and give himself and everyone else a bit more of a challenge, so that's good to see. We'll see how he gets on through today. Being on the control pads, he has practice, has been getting in there for it. As we load into the qualifying, this will be short qualifying, 18 minutes. How many drivers have we got here today? 17 drivers today, missing 3. And here we go then, down trackside at the Red Bull Ring, Spielberg, Austria. Race will be a 50% race today, which will be about 35 laps. 2.6 mile circuit comprised of 10 corners, 3 DRS zones. Austria being a very fast, very short track today. Quite a wide track in places, plenty of opportunity for overtaking zones, overtaking areas. 3 DRS zones will definitely help with that in the race. Let's see who's coming out of the garage, and we'll try and get a nice clean lap around the track. Who's coming out and who can be trusted. And once again, my feed seems to be lagging out. I'm watching cars come out here. It's not looking up who's coming out. Here we go, right, who we got out? Xz, Lang, KRONIKBALISTIKZ, Wouter, Luca, all out right now. Wouter out right now, I should need to mention congratulations to Wouter for being voted Driver of the Day for Monday's race around Austria. Driver of the Day for making his way up from the back of the grid after putting it into the wall on qualifying and finishing in 4th in the end. And for that driver of the day, let's switch up to Wouter, and he appears to already have spun it just as we switch over to Wouter there, turning himself around on the grass. At least that's the outlap. Yes, okay, we'll go down and we'll see if we can follow Kuhn around here as he comes around through turn 9 before coming around for his fast lap and try and get a nice clean lap of Austria in. Comes through. Right, there we are, across the timeline now, coming into turn 1, quite heavy braking, nice and wide, taking the inside curb and down. Actually turn 2, this little bend in the road here, the hairpin is turn 3. Again, nice and wide, taking the inside curve, nice exit on there. come down into turn 4. I can actually brake reasonably late into turn 4. Coming up here through turn 6, this one can careful of very easy to dip a wheel into the gravel and pick up a penalty there for track limits in the race. Very nice lap from Coons to come into penultimate corners. Getting very easy on the last corner to end up braking a little bit late and go wide just like he has there, which can invalidate a lap and pick up a penalty in the race. Got down, so Chronic provisionally on pole right now here with a 104.2. Chronic coming back in. There's AlbanianSmokey. Where's mine? I haven't got my stuff up. Right, okay, sorry, lost focus on what I'm doing there, too much to drink. Right, we're following AlbanianSmokey right now. Didn't have a great, where did he finish last week? I think, don't believe he had a good race last week, so let's see what he can do right now on this lap. Nice through turn 4, up through 5. Keep it inside on the 6. Yeah, runs it very tight on the inside to make sure not to go out. Coming up to 9, getting nice and wide before going there, taking all the inside curve, that was nice. Looks like it should be a reasonably fast time here right now from Smokey, 105.1. That's going to put him into 6th. Chronic still provisionally safe up there with a 104. I should imagine towards the end of this qualifying session we should definitely be seeing low 103 times around this track. New information, real life. Fastest ever lap around this track is held by Valtteri Bottas. Did it in a 102.9. Not sure if we'll quite get into the 102s today, but we should definitely see some low 103s towards the end of qualifying. Let's take a right round for Luca right now, who I believe is on a fast lap right now. And just look at the track information, and it's red, so it's invalid. Let's see if he takes these mediums round for another one. Interesting with Austria being a very short fast track like this, could see a lot of drivers start on the medium or the harder tyre and potentially try and one stop it from that harder tyre onto a soft tyre later on in the race. But again, with Austria being very short and quick as it is, it's very easy to mitigate the pit stop time if you are starting on softs and do two-stop it. Track telemetric data is actually popping up purple sectors for Luca here right now through the first couple of sections there. very nicely run here through Luca. Let's see what his time is roughly coming into turn 10. I think we're looking at a 105 something here. 105.2. Oh, I think he invalidated that right at the end. I missed that. That's a shame on the last corners. Nice time run by Luca otherwise. Here you have Bestos now in the Haas. Don't believe had a great race last week. Teammate FCST did very well last week, getting the win last week for FCST as teammate, helping Haas in the constructors, which I believe took third in the previous season. These two haven't switched team, they're still racing together as they previously were. Invalidated again, yep, turn 10, that last corner, very, very tricky corner, very easy to come out, throwing into 9 so hard, and very easy to miss the breaking point and just got a little bit wide to that last corner. I should imagine we see a lot of penalties getting picked up there through the race. If he's going for another lap right here now, well not, because my telemetry is showing up red that it's been invalidated for him this lap, but he seems to be pushing. We've got now Tenta, second place finisher last week, pushing on the medium tyres, sixth right now in the qualifying, out on the mediums again right now, trying to improve that time. Nice and wide before the entry there, taking the inside curb, keeping him just inside track bounds there. Nice. Little bit of brake, nice and hard into there. I think that's wide, yep. That's a shame. Possibly could have jumped off a spot in the grid there with that time, that invalidation on the last lap. And we've got Lang on a fast lap here right now. Lang actually getting the third place finish during season 1 on Austria, so again that looked wide to me, but I don't think it's invalidated it. It's still giving him the time. Did he beat his previous time? No, 1/10 of a second off his previous time. I think he's going around for another fast lap though. A little bit slow to the hairpin. Definitely another 10th that could be gained there. All over that curb on that exit, and that one, nope, not happy that time. He's coming into the garage. So right now we're with David on the mediums. Look like he's coming out. He is coming around for a fast lap? I think he is. I think he wasn't sure about it being validated on that exit of the first corner there. A little bit wide, but it seems to be fine. You're a little bit squirrely out of the exit of turn 3 there. Come down into 4, running a bit wide there maybe. You're definitely wide on turn 6, very squirrely, and that's invalidated the lap, and he's in the gravel right now. Not going to be happy with that. not seem to be getting much grip down. Right now with Rowan right now. Rowan and Luca racing each other in qualifying right now after turn 1. Rowan abandoning that lap right now, by the looks of it, and slowing down there to give space, potentially going to go around for another. Captain O'Reilly doesn't look like he's got a potato connection this time. He has a time up on the board. Let's see if he can improve it now. Very wide into turn 3 there. As much curb as he possibly can. Down to 4. It seemed a little bit glitchy just there for me though, even watching this car. It's definitely twitching and glitching while I am watching his car, so maybe there is still a potato in between his PlayStation and his router. Maybe just a little potato this time. Not a big old baked jacket potato, just a tiny little new potato. All very wide there though. That's invalidated that lap. A lot of drivers having problems with this turn 9, turn 10, not finding the braking point and just overshooting a little bit and invalidating laps. Everyone seems to be managing turn 6 very well though. Reaper is still in the pit. Don't know if he's still maybe having problems with the controller or not, or... Let's go back to us now. Bestos here, currently running in P2 with 103.6. He's out, but that isn't a clean lap. I think he's going to be coming back in right now. Those in the pits. Tend to head back out, trying to improve his time. Now been dropped down to 8th place on the soft tyres. A lot of drivers switching to the soft tyres now as qualifying comes towards the end, trying to get the better times. Coming towards the end of the qualifying now, we should start getting a lot more grip on the track. I'm still watching a lot of people getting a little bit squirrely out of these turn 1, turn 3, trying to get the power down a bit hard. Just pulling over to let Tenta through there. It's coming up purple for sector 2. Very good, this could. 54 in this, 55. Yeah, this should be a good time. Should be 103.6. That moves him up into 3rd. Second row on the grid for Tenta there. He's not got enough time to improve anymore on that lap. Tess running in P6 now. Fast up right now by the looks of it. Nice through turn 3, get the power down. Thank you Tenta and Bestos for letting Tess pass there. In 4th on the inside curb, on the outside. Thank you Lola. This is looking fast and clean, nice and wide before coming into 6. Maybe a little bit slower through there, nearly went a bit wide. Nice and wide, taking all that inside curve. 9, that was nice. Very nice. Still in track limits. This should be quick. 103.9. Still in 6th place. Right, we join Lola now. They are coming for a fast up now at the end, currently sitting in 8th. What can they do now? 20 seconds left of qualifying, not long left now. Knack potentially sitting on pole right now with 103.3. AlphaTauri at the front again. Commiserations to AlphaTauri for last week. They managed to lock out the front row of the grid with Kuhn and Knack. And I'm not sure what happened to either of them in the race, but it didn't bode too well for them after about 1/3 through the race. It all went to shit a bit. Sorry for that. I hope you do better this week, boys. That's Lola up into 5th. AlbanianSmokey into 2nd now. What a run, they're just about to say. Both racing points at 5th and 6th on the grid there. But AlbanianSmokey's just jumped up to 2nd now. Is there anyone else still out running a lap? We've got Xz here still running a lap, and that's why that's going to be invalidated. And that's the end of qualifying. Knack's got pole position. AlbanianSmokey right next to him on the front row of the grid. So Knack and Albania on the front row, 2nd row Bestos, and Tenta, 3rd row Kuhn and lollopuppa. Now, from looking over at previous season's stats, for both the 1st and 2nd season, the person starting in pole set the fastest lap and also won the race. 1st season, that was Gargamel. 2nd season, that was Reaper. Wonder if Knack can continue that trend for Austria today and take that fastest lap and that win. He has the pole position. I completely forgot to look at the weather. They did post it up to me. Weather is going to be going dry to wet. I'm not sure at which point in the race this is going to change and go over to the wet. But I wonder if this maybe to have some qualifying times there. Maybe some people running a set with slightly higher downforce to compensate for that wet weather later on. I'm not sure. After Monday's race, I think we should say a quick well done to Red Bull, Alfa Romeo and Williams last week. All managed to finish with both points in the both drivers in the points on Monday. So definitely congratulations to those 3 teams. We'll see how well those 3 teams do today. My stream seems to be hanging back, and lights are on and lights are off. And going towards the first corner there. I think everyone's made it through the first corner. David took a little whack right there though. But let's get down. We come down the hill. Knack still in 1st, Albania still in 2nd. I think everyone's just about there. There's a Racing Point and a McLaren touch there, and a Ferrari after the 2nd corner of Tess. All made it through there. My stream lagged slightly as I was coming into it. Knack's still in 1st, but making it through this corner. A little bit of touching going on, but I think we should be alright. No one's been, I think, too severely damaged or pushed off too much. David had a little bit of a spin at the start, which cost him some positions. A little bit of touch between McLaren and a Racing Point of Lola. I believe that might have been Xz. Everyone else now, we seem to be making it round, and there seems to be a little bit of space between everyone now, and we're looking safe for a good race. No safety car on this first lap. Always a very, very good sign. So, now, what can we do? Where's my telemetry? We're sitting in the 2nd place of Bestos following Knack. And then we go to games, giving us, potentially they're going to be 1 stopping it around lap 12 to 15 to go on to hards. See if they do that or not. Austria, like I said, being that very short, fast track, very easy to mitigate pit stop time on this track. 3 DRS zones, so again, very easy to sit there, get a bit of a DRS train going on, and reduce that time negated through pit stopping. Let's get the telemetry up. Let's get a beer. And let's settle in for a good race. There we go with the position changes. Back to broadcast cam, see what's going on behind. AlbanianSmokey dropped down to third. He's going to be wanting that position back from Bestos. Coon managing to jump up position right now, running in fourth. Tens are dropping down position fifth. Wouter, Kronik and Lang all gaining up 1, 2 and 3 positions respectively here through the first couple of laps. Lollopuppa's dropped down 3 positions. At least still where he was at the start in 10th. Rowandemoawn's moved up 3, Tessa's moved down 4. David's back where he was at the start. Reaper's up 3 positions. Obviously doing a bit better this week on the controller. Luke's off position for race 5. The Messers is down 1 and Captain Riley's down 5 positions from where they started. Let's have a look at the interval and try and find where the battles are going on right now. Not much space between anyone right now on the track. Everyone's nice and tight together. DRS is going to be activated now. This is just going to be Knack appears to be pulling away at the front there. Definitely 2.4 seconds ahead of Bestos already after 4 laps. Everyone else still within that second of each other. There's going to be a full DRS train just going around this track right now. Everyone's got a good 3/10 to kind of 6/10 time roughly between them here. Knack just pulling away though, extending this time. He's got to be burning through a lot of fuel. He's not really burning through much ERS or anything right now. He is just, oh, wide there though. That's going to cost him. That's going to be a warning. And just something about the warning from Knack there. Lucas picked up a 3-second penalty already on lap 5. Back up here, it's that Haas Racing Point and AlphaTauri so close together there through turn 3. I'm going to keep watching these 3 for a minute because this is an interesting little battle right there on the track. Again, so close to there. Coon really pushing. The 2 AlphaTauris not happy from losing their front row lockout last week, pushing hard. Coon's now up into second, trying to chase his teammate. Racing Point of AlbanianSmokey is right in his ass right now. I don't know if he could get his wing any closer to Coon without taking it off. Bestos is right there. This little bit of fighting between all these 3 there is just allowing Knack to pull away even more. I don't know if there's any sort of tactic between Coon getting front, holding back or what. Oh, but the rain has started now. 6 laps in and the rain's begun. 30 laps left to go on the rain. AlbanianSmokey goes deep. Tenta now manages to get past Bestos, trying to defend on the inside, outbreaks him, he's right behind, and he's past AlbanianSmokey, coming into turn 4 right now. Where the hell is Knack? How did he end up down in position 10? I'm not even sure what happened there. We still have an AlphaTauri leading in Coon. Making a little bit of space now between him and AlbanianSmokey, trying to get out of DRS zone. Everyone else still comfortably between positions 2 and 11 there. Everyone within DRS zone of each other. So there's still a big toe from these leaders being pulled around the rest of the track. Kuhn not able to get out of DRS from AlbanianSmokey, still towing everyone around this next lap. Unsure what happened to Knack. We absolutely missed that whilst watching Kuhn. Smokey, Bestos, Tenta challenging going on. Tenta now losing a little bit from behind Bestos, nearly out of the DRS zone. Not sure if he'll still be in them to come out to the next lap. Gonna have to push hard. Two Alfa Romeos running together here in 5th and 6th. Going to be DRSing each other, chasing that Red Bull of Tenta. Now we've got a bit of a gap developing down here. Knack still right behind Reaper, getting DRS from him, and I have a little bit of a break between Knack before I go into Xz. He's trying hard to keep that DRS of Knack and Reaper there. I can just have it for that. Oh no, he has got it just there, just about. He is going to maintain it, and then we've got the break. After 11th place, we have a break going back to Luca and David. This pack running 6 seconds behind the main field. And what's happened to Lang there? We see him over at the side of the track. Not sure what happened there. If he maybe had contact with someone else coming through turn number 1. That's a shame. That's put him back into position 13. Dave again maybe a little bit wide there. Everyone is still running on these soft tyres. And the rain is coming down harder, I expect. We're on lap 8 now. Oh, Lang running deep there in turn 4. These soft tyres are not doing him well right now. I expect to see him coming in and maybe put some inters on or something. Tessa's left the session. I don't know if they've got connection problems there. Next, I don't believe they're there. That's allowed Domestos to get in front. Where's Nat? Just seeing Domestos already on those intermediate tyres. Domestos, a previous podium here in season 1. Domestos had P2, so he's had a previous podium here. He's already on the inters. He's apparently gone that much earlier pit when he's seen the rain. We'll see if this helps him out. Now everyone else in front of him appears to be in the pit. How many can he get past on his charge across this line? And that shot him up from down the back from 15th up to 9th. That's a good 6 positions he's gained there. Qualified well last week, running to the start of the pack, and then all the Red Bull cars appeared to have a bit of a problem last week, apart from Tenta. Where's our time? Telemetry. KRONIK, only one right now, still running on these soft tyres. He must be about to come in right now. Yep, he's coming in. Everyone else already switched over to the inters now. Quite a fast pit lane yesterday, so I don't know how many positions he will drop back from that. Kuhn's gone past, Albanian past. Is he going to come back out next to his teammate of Wouter again, or is it going to cost him even more? No, Reaper's managed to sneak up past. It's definitely cost KRONIK that extra lap on those soft tyres. He's dropping right back down now into 9th place. Unfortunate there. Reaper performing very well. I'm not sure if he's still on the control, if he just likes the wet weather, or if he's back on the wheel again. This would be the expected behaviour to watch from Reaper. Previous season opting not to qualify most of the time, start from the back of the grid, and still be able to win it. Guy lapped me twice in a race once. Not my proudest moment. Probably why I don't race anymore. Appears to be very comfortable here in the wet. very comfortable in the wet indeed. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's on the wheel again there right now, if he is on the control. He might be practicing like mad on the control. It's a good drive. He's catching Wouter. He is pushing for it. Right, what have we got? Knack working his way back up here into 6th now. Kern and Albanian still at the front there. Now the interval gap, now we all have the tyre changes and the wet weather's taken effect. The interval gap has taken place now. It's DRS, I should imagine, has probably been turned off for the drivers right now. It doesn't seem too wet. If it doesn't get too much wet, it will probably stay on inters for the rest of the race. And Captain O'Reilly's left. That's a DNF from Captain O'Reilly. Not sure what happened there. Didn't get to catch that, I'll see that. Now trying desperately to chase Reaper down there. I think they're getting a bit more space back again though. Lang and Luke here down. That's a shame. Both Williams down running in 15th and 16th currently. That is a shame after both being in points finishes last week. We'll see if maybe they can make anything up through this. Maybe there might be a lot of accidents in this race through the wet weather. But that's a shame. Whereas I find who has randomly fastest lap right now? Because we're not, unless this dries out, we're not going to be getting another one. Domestos. As track dries out, looks like Domestos will be our fastest lap winner today with a 107.039. Real life one, held by Carlos Sainz at 105.6, which was set last year. A little bit off that pace, but then we only had 4 laps of dry weather. So really, I think Domestos will, they say if this track doesn't dry out, he'll already be looking forward to his extra point there, knowing that he got that. Very much so. Wouter and Reaper getting past Wouter in that corner, and Knack getting past Wouter as well, going into turn 3 there. Wouter right next to Knack on the inside here. Very nice, keeping Knack to the outside there. Getting back over to give him space. Being very favourable racing. Knack on the inside. Can he get up on the inside? I'm not quite. So much spray coming off Wouter there. Nearly a little bit of oversteer there. Nearly loses it. Wouter frantically hunting down Reaper there, trying to get that position back. Reaper definitely looking very strong right now. Currently 5 seconds between him and Tenta. AlbanianSmokey pushing very hard at the lead here, less than a second behind Kuhn. Though he does have a 5-second penalty, definitely going to hinder his chances. That's a fair distance he needs to make up if he wants to get in front of Kuhn and try and do that. So that's a shame for him there, that 5 seconds. Not too many penalties up right now. Only 6 drivers with penalties. That's about a third of the grid with penalties right now. I've seen worse, I've seen better. Luca picking up more, where, as we just mentioned about the penalties, already up onto 12 seconds. That's unfortunate. I can reasonable about spacing between all the cars right now. Now the wet weather's kicked in. Following Rowan right there, getting a bit sketchy at the end of turn 10, coming on the foul again. Unsure if he's having problems with his car there. Seems to be a bit of a lack of power coming through as he's coming down the straight. Very slow through these corners, not sure if he's having a bit of problems in this wet weather here. Doesn't appear to be able to get the power down very well. Definitely going to hinder his race, although he's running in 10th right now. If he can just find a way to get that power down a bit more. I'm not sure if he's running with a dry setup there, and definitely power problems there. Where is Bestos? Oh, we're under safety car, that's why. No, completed it. Where did the safety car come out to? Lucas DNF'd. I'm watching Ryan go down, thinking he's got problems with the power, and I'm completely oblivious to the fact there's a safety car out there. That's why we're on the limitations of speed. Absolute fucking idiot. That makes more sense. I'm assuming that was Luca that DNF that must have brought out the safety car there. That's going to make things a bit more interesting. Everyone was starting to get a bit of space between them. Everyone was starting to get a bit of space between them, and now that safety car is going to slow everything down, bring everyone back together. That lead that Kuhn's been working for so much has been completely diminished, and we're going to have a restart halfway through the race under wet conditions. This could be interesting, it could be dangerous, it could be happiness, it could be tears. So I'm assuming this will be the second lap under the safety car right now, because I completely missed it when it started apparently. Still a few drivers back off the pack here. What's happened there between Bettos and Kronik? Bettos going past Kronik under safety car. Not sure what happened there, unless Kronik lost control. Both Ferraris have caught back up with the safety car pack. Still waiting on Lang and lollopuppa to catch back up on the safety car. Both these drivers right at the end here, not even on a safety car pack, and both finished pretty well last week. lollopuppa, I believe, in 5th, and Lang, I believe, in 7th, 6th. I haven't got the race data in front of me. Something around there. Both points finishers sitting at the back here this time. Now they're back up in the safety car pack. Probably running on lean, biding the time. Everyone nice full ERS tanks again. As we're going to follow this race. Get back in the broadcast cam. So we can see the restart as we come back up to turn 9. Safety car's going to come in. Let's see who misses their braking point in wet weather going into turn 1. Hopefully nobody. Coon got a nice bit of space still there from the safety car getting away. Nice clean safety car restart and through turn 1 there. Everyone coming back down the hill in the wet. Smokey and Tasha and Reaper all very close together there. They're going to be heading close together into turn 4. Not quite close enough to do anything though. Coon very much in control of that safety car restart. Setting very good pace there in the wet. Unsure as to what's happened here with KRONIKBALISTIKZ. Did they just pit? Under the last lap of the safety car, where's my tyre info? They did both just pit on that last lap of the safety car to punt it into us now. Roughly halfway through the race, another 18 laps to go. Potentially still going to need to pit again off those inters. That's right, lollopuppa and Lang losing off the pace here again just after 1 lap of the safety car restart. Obviously having problems in the wet here. Get back up to Test David and Rowan all hurtling down towards turn 3 in the wet there. David getting on the inside and just getting past the Brown, maybe tapping him a little bit wide there. Rowan's going to be wanting that position back. David's gone quite wide. Rowan does the same though, so no advantage taken there from that. A little bit wide, as I said, very easy dipping a toe into the dirt on that exit of turn 6. And very easy to oversteer, coming there back up out between 7 and 8. Reaper now having worked his way up into position 3. Coon still very much in lead of this race. So it looks like, unless something happens over the next 16 laps to put Knack back up into P1, it looks like our pole fastest lap and race winner trend is going to end now in season 3. Chronic picking up another penalty right there. I've just seen up on my screen. Let's look at what the penalties are looking right now. Reaper maybe in 3rd, but he also has 13 seconds of penalties. I'd say Reaper's on the control right now. Reaper on the wheel, I don't believe he'll be taking 13 seconds of penalties. So, back at the interval right now. I don't have any interval. Reaper's 13 seconds of penalties right now. Currently how close everyone is, will easily move him down the grid. So he's pushing past now into turn 3. Gets on the inside of AlbanianSmokey. Keeps it tight. AlbanianSmokey runs a bit wide, giving him space there. By the looks of it, Reaper takes the position. So Smokey right up on the inside right now. Still going for it. Gets the DRS off Reaper from that corner to get him. Tries to beat him into the corner. Reaper's on the inside though. Keeps it tight. Good racing from Reaper and Smokey there. That was nice. Reaper gets position. Smokey probably not too wide though with Reaper's 13 seconds of penalties. Reaper needs to be making a second lap on Smokey right now if he wants to mitigate those 13 second penalties. And still staying in that second position. Knack now very close behind Smokey due to that battling with Reaper going on there. Bit of a break between him and Tenter, but if he can't make it past Albanian and they start battling too much, that would definitely allow Tenter to catch up. Tenter got his teammate Dom right on his ass right now. And if they'll do any form of working together to try and somehow get themselves back up a little bit further. Wouter just a little bit further back. Xz 3 seconds there behind Wouter. David very much passing Xz, trying to underbrake him into turn 3 in the wet right, just a little bit. The inside bounces off, runs a bit wide there. Xz lets him pass, it gives him enough space for it. Laura's now right also in those two outs right now after that little X at the corner. Going to be coming out of 4. Very close. Rowan now catching up to this little pack at the back here. This could be Lang right there behind Rowan as well. This could be an interesting little battle at the back of the pack here to see who's going to pick up those last few remaining points. Lollopuppa wanting out on the outside of Xz, who's going into pit. Xz's gone to the pit. Go on, change his tires. Gone 14 laps on those intermediates. Going another 14 and another set of inters. That's his pitting done. Coons will also come into pit now. He's dropped his lead. He's coming to pit. He's dropped down to 11th right now. That's how close everyone's still running together. That's 12. Test just gets past him. Even more drivers he needs to work himself past now. Everyone's going to be getting close to that pitting time right now. Domestos having pit slightly over under 14 laps in his inters. Most of the others at the front there on 13 laps. Lollopuppa looking quite good there on 7 lap inters, but don't think he's going to take them to the end. He's going to have to then pit again very late, which could cost him some positions. Now going to want to probably get past Test and maybe catch back up to the back of Lang here to try and make sure he doesn't get hindered, to make sure that pit stop works in his favour before Reaper pits back in. Knack's now free to pit. The Reaper's gone in, who's currently in second. Much stronger outing from the AlphaTauri team this week compared to last. Wouter and Lang both just pitted in now. That's moving Kuhn back into 10th. So everyone else apart from Lola is going to be looking to pit very soon. That's Kuhn past Tess on turn 3. Another position gained for what was the race leader. 12 laps to go now. It doesn't look like this rain's easing up at all. It's going to be into till the end, I reckon. AlbanianSmokey very much right on Reaper's ass here right now. Once again, the pack started to spread itself out a little bit here. And Kuhn's now called back up to Rowan. He's not going to be looking at him on turn 3. Potentially he's going to be looking to get past on turn 4. He's going to come out. Rowan runs wide on that. That allows Kuhn to get past. Looked a little bit squirrely there from Rowan on the exit. Probably tried to get the power down a bit too quick to defend from Kuhn. Kuhn's comfy pass going to turn 4 there. Next target of Lollopuppa. this is a good run to Kuhn. He'll probably take these tyres to the end, which means everyone else is going to need to pit. Reaper's just pulled into the pit right now. Kuhn's coming through turn 8. Is that enough to put him back out in front of Reaper through turn 9? Nice and fast through there, doesn't go too wide, breaks in time for 10. Comes through, takes as much curve as he possibly can. Racing Reaper on the out of that pit lane. He's going to make it past. Well done to Kuhn. That's both the leaders pit now. Reaper's dropped back down to 10th. Tess and Wouter between him and Kuhn now. Still everyone else in front of Kuhn to pit. Currently looking like he made a very good decision there. Mestos running 17 laps in a pair of inters. I mean, if it's... get a few more out of it, it could be entirely possible for lollopuppa to maybe try and run another 10 laps on inters. They're going to be worn out by the end, but... I think Kuhn's definitely a bit quicker in catching lollopuppa. What else? What have we got going on now? Wouter here, right behind Tess. Fresh inters. Tess on old 17 lap inters. Wouter trying to let for his chance. Also just pitted. Once again managed to out-pit Reaper there by going slightly earlier as well. Reaper should run those inters maybe a bit longer. So dropping behind Wouter there. Wouter's now behind Tess. He's going to be trying to trace down Kuhn's time, and again, like I say, everyone else in front is going to have to pit, except for maybe Lola. Reaper right now also past Tess. Oh! And he gets squirrely, and that's his wing damage, and he's spun on the straight between turn 3 and 4. He's come out, he's got down the power a bit too hard, and lost it, and that's damaged his wing. That's upsetting. Reaper's doing well. Clearly much better on the controller this week, and he's... what a shame. What a shame. He's going to have to come in, I think, get that wing replaced. That is a bit too much. I can't see it through the broadcast thing, but I saw a lot of material go flying. That's a shame. And also from that, Reaper rejoining, maybe breaking a bit hard out of the corner. I saw Lango flying into gravel on turn 4. He's back on the track now, fine though. Tess finally coming into pit after 18 laps on mediums. Max still having run 18 laps on these inters. Still going round. Only 8 laps left for the race. Is he going to try and push 24 laps out of a set of inters? This could be interesting. Kuhn having pitted earlier, being on the much fresher intermediate tyre, is pushing hard and hunting down all these people that got back in front of him when he pitted, and hunting them down with a progression. Gone from 1.5 seconds to 0.5 gap between him and Lola. Very good push from him, but it's getting later and later. I'm thinking this front pack is going to try and run these inters to the end. Can't see him being in very good condition. Mistakes could be made. Only 2 DNFs in this race so far, only 1 safety car. Generally looking quite clean. Max still being able to maintain a second distance between him and Albanian, 5 seconds between Albanian and Domestos, 3 then between Domestos and Tenta. Red Bull team once again sitting with both cars in the points right now, as they did last week. Last Monday, it wasn't a week ago, it was a few days ago. Oh, Papa pushing here to try and catch up with David. Coon still trying to push and close that gap on lollopuppa, sitting still at 0.5 a second right now, though. Not much being able to change. Whereas Reaper 2, Reeves back out, obviously fresh wing. He's down in 9th, but now it's a big 12-second gap between Reaper and Wouter. Lang sitting in 10th, right behind Reaper. Let's look at how the penalties are doing right now, because I'm not on that entire. Oh, AlbanianSmokey, okay, his map was a 6. AlbanianSmokey with a 17-second penalty. That's going to really damage his finishing position up there in second. So yeah, that's why AlbanianSmokey's not wanting to come back in and pit again. That's why he wanted to take his tyres to the end, because they want to try and mitigate these penalties from him again. David Ladd in 5th right now, but with a 15-second penalty, which that's going to drop him all the way down to 8th from that. Albanian's 17-second penalty. That's going to move him down to 7th with a penalty like that. Coon being free from penalties right now looks like jumping. He'll probably jump up in front of David and Lolla. Maybe not quite in centre. Lang will be looking to finish in front of Reaper with Reaper's 8-second penalty there. Currently only 5 drivers on the grid that haven't picked up any penalties. Domestos, Coon, Walter, Lang and Tess. Well done for some consistent clean driving there, guys. Oh, we managed this. Davids goes up to 18 seconds now. Managed to squeeze it in front of Tenter, gets a bit squirrely on the exit. Tenter's there, gets the power down to get back in front of him. David pushing, trying to defend and work off this 18 seconds as best as he possibly can. I just had a bit of a crunch? I'm not sure. I think he tapped Tenter. I think he pushed Tenter out. Tenter just lost some positions there. I heard a crunch from the back of David's car as he was following him past Tenter then. Something is wrong with Tenter's car. He's going very slow through here. Has he I think David may have run over part of his wing. I don't know. That's lost a large part of Tenter's wing. That's upsetting. He's going to have to come in and get that replaced right towards the end. David moving up again into 3rd now. Really pushing, really trying to work that penalty out 18 seconds off as best as he possibly can. Reaper, everyone getting in front of Tender to try to make his way back around to the pit lane. That's a shame. That was a good run from the Red Bulls there. That's very unfortunate. Four laps left to go. Nuck may get this. Nuck may get the pole and the win. If he makes these inters last, they can't see these guys' tyres being much good at all right now. They've got to be bold. You've got to be sliding all over the place out there, boys, with these 20-something lap old inters on. 23 lap old intermediates for Nack and Albanian. 22 lap old for David. Kuhn now up into 5th. 8 lap old inters. Only 1/10 between him and Lolla. I think he's going for the pass on Lolla. Lolla, him and David all very close together. David and Lolla running very wide on that corner. Can Kuhn capitalise from that? Coming down the straight, hitting a bit of grass, getting past David. To be following Lolla into turn 3. David trying to go for the inside to make a move. Kuhn get around the outside. David gets just in front of Kuhn. I think Kuhn's maybe got a bit more power down there. Going to get back in front of him. He has. Really pushing. Kuhn wants that double podium for AlphaTauri right now. He wants those. He wants to redeem what happened on Monday for AlphaTauri, locking out the front row. They couldn't make it happen. And making up for it this week. both racing points up here as well. Both Pink Mercedes sitting up here very well, though both with a reasonable amount of penalties, which will be unfortunate for them. What's unfolding on the track right now? Domestos and Wouter very close together here. Wouter and David very close together. Wouter just getting past David there before turn 1. Obviously on these fresher intermediates, him and Kuhn from having pitted earlier. Both running 9-10 laps into the intermediates, while everyone else is running over double tyre wear to what they have right now. So Wouter back up into 5th place, roughly around where line finished last Monday. With the penalties, these two will definitely be doing well. Anyone else reaching the gaps seem to have spread out a bit more now between everyone for this last lap. Knack looking safe, looking like he's possibly managed to do it. 6 seconds penalties there. Albanian's 3 seconds behind him, but Albanian has 17 seconds penalties, so Knack's going to be safe. Knack can make it round, not spin through the last lap. He's going to be okay. He's got a lap and a half left to go. Looks like it could be his. Anyone else going to try and make any moves on this last lap, try and make any of these penalties? I think there's a bit too much gap between everyone. What's going on down here between Kronik and Xz? He's only 0.4 behind him. Xz is running a bit wide on the exit there of turn 10. Kronik making anything happen? Not close enough to turn 1. He might be able to get out. He's pushing as hard as he can. The ERS try and catch up. You can see that he's close. 3/10 behind him. Trying as hard as he can down that straight to get. Xz is protecting the inside. Right behind him, but just don't. Oh, Xz runs a bit wide on the curb. It's right there. He can't get the power down. That's wet. Not much left in the car, I don't think. Well, Kronik there with a 6-second penalty. Xz with a 3. If Kronik wants to make it happen, he needs to get in front of Xz and he needs to mitigate 3 seconds off this penalty. Xz goes past David. They both go past David Ladd. Missed. I don't know what happened to David Ladd there. If he went a bit wide and hit some grass or something. Appears to be a little bit twitchy there. Possibly those old tyres finally giving up. He is on 25 lap old inters. Well, I say that, Knack's sitting in first and he's on 26 lap old inters. So fair play to these boys being able to run them for that long. Albanian's just pitted and put full wet tyres on. Not sure the idea behind that. Domestos is already going to be having fastest lap from being able to set it in the dry on the first 4 laps. David Ladd's coming into the pit as well, probably putting full wets on as well for the last lap. Not sure what the idea or intention is of this. Unsure as to why AlbanianSmokey dropped it in then, because I mean the pit crew has negated 5 seconds of his penalties right now, but I mean where he was previously, if he'd run that to the end, I think he still would have been able to maintain points. He would have finished in about like just behind Reaper or something, like in 7th or 8th with those 17 seconds of penalties, but it would be quicker than what it is right now. The 12-second penalty when he finishes now, that's going to move him out of the points. But on the last lap right now, and Kuhn and Knack have moved back up into first and second. Kuhn running in first. There's yellow flags. What's happened? And there's our race winner for today is Kuhn. Second is Knack. Third is Wouter. 4th Domestos. 5th Lolla. 6th Lang. 7th Reaper. 8th Kronik. 9th Xz. 10th AlbanianSmokey. 11th Bestos. 12th Tenta. 13th Rowan. 14th David, and 15th Tess. Good run from the AlphaTory boys right there. Definitely made up for last week. And there we go. That's the end of our race at Austria. That was round 2. That was race 2. I'm not sure who it will. I think for driver of the day for that was really a race. There's a lot of people putting in a lot of hard work. There's a lot of position switching. I'm not sure who deserves that at all. There's not much of... Don't know if there's much of a clear winner there for that at all. Exceptional race. Well done, boys. Just have a quick look at the table when it comes up at the end. There we go. Domestos with the fastest lap. He'll be happy with that extra point in fourth place, with his 4th place finish. There, Kuhn, Nak, and Wouter all with the podium. Very good run from Wouter there again. That's 2 races in a row he's finished within the top 5. And I think that's also 2 races in a row for lollopuppa to finish in the top 5, because I think he had 5th last week as well. So that's good for them. What have we got? Look at the race director real quickly. Most people on a 3-stop. Nat going for the 1-stop from soft to inters there. Nearly made it work. His teammate Morty managed to get in front of him right at the end. We missed that because we were watching a little bit further in the back of the grid. Very well done. Good racing, boys. And we'll see you again on next Monday. At least on alphabetically, it's... I don't know if there's another A or we go on to B. I can't think. But there we go then. We'll see you on Monday at the same time, the same drunkenness, the same idiot trying to commentate. Goodbye.